Good morning, Kendall kids, and welcome to your Monday, November 23rd. This is Mr. King saying, hey, how you doing? And also to let you know that today, back in history, in the year 1904, was actually the closing of the first Olympic Games in the United States. We were actually the third Olympics ever held, at least in terms of the modern Olympics. And really kind of crazy thing is, think about this. It started all the way on July 1st and didn't close until today, November 23rd. So really, really wide open time. The games were a lot more kind of like a big fair and festival for a very long time. And one of the really interesting things to hear about it is they had some really, really strange events. So an Olympic sport back in the 1904 games was tug of war. So kind of like a field day thing going on right there. But can you imagine somebody be like, I was a gold medalist in the 1904 Olympics. What was your sport? Tug of war. So kind of a strange thing. Another really hilarious anecdote about it is that the first marathon, or at least the marathon for the 1904 Olympics, it was a grueling one. They not only had an extremely hot day to run on for a very long period of time, but they actually had the Olympians have a very limited amount of water. They actually kept them from drinking too much water as they thought it would make it too easy. And the result was that less than half of the entire group of Olympians actually finished that marathon. And if you're wondering how the United States did, well, at least one of our runners did pretty poorly because apparently his coach thought that injecting him with a small degree of rat poison would somehow stimulate his nervous system, was at least the quote that I found. So obviously he didn't make it very far, and he had to immediately be treated by doctors for poison. So, yeah, there's some interesting ideas in the medical world back then. And to let you know, that look for those athletes, come on, that's timeless right there. We got to start bringing that stuff back. But he looks honestly like a extreme hipster right there. So that's kind of an interesting piece. And one last thing before we leave the Olympics here for the morning announcements was that lacrosse was actually an Olympic sport. And now we're arguing for it to be an Olympic sport again. So possibly they're saying in 2028, lacrosse could be back in the Olympics. But it was part of the Olympics back in 1904. So kind of a funny thing that we lost such a popular and kind of amazing sport and then are hoping to gain it back. But here's that Olympic medal for you to let you know how much it's changed over the years. So anyways, I want to let you guys put your hand over your heart, find the flag in the room, and please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Okay, you future Olympians, let's talk about food. Well, we got on the menu a turkey sandwich, or a chicken patty, along with your bun, obviously, broccoli, mixed fruit, and milk. Yum. Pretty good combo right there. Very high in the poultry content. But let me tell you what's going on with the weather. Sadly, for the week, I got to let you know we're going to be dealing with a little bit of rain. Nobody really likes that in late November. It doesn't exactly feel the greatest, and it's not the best thing for that holiday. But to let you know, today won't be horrible. We're looking at a high of 42. It's going to be relatively cold with the lingering chance of rain, although it's only going to be 20% today and 10% tomorrow. So not way too much to worry about right there. The sun's going to keep peeking through every once in a while, but the kind of nasty weather is coming up for Wednesday and Thursday. The temperature will come back up a ways into the highs in the low 50s and high 40s, but we're looking at a strong chance of rain on Wednesday and on Thanksgiving as well. We're going to get a little bit better on Friday where we keep the warmer temperatures but lose the high chance of rain. So Black Friday might very well be a not so bad day, and the weather should improve going into the weekend too. So let's leave the announcements. Oh, by the way, before we end up having our Thanksgiving meals and eat way too much, let's leave our announcements on the proper note right here. The Kendall Mission Statement. The mission of the Kendall Central School District is to provide the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes needed by students to live responsibly and to compete successfully in today's and tomorrow's world. I hope I get a chance to see you guys today, and even if I don't, remember to stay colorful, Kendall.